On the 1st of March 2017, German Army aviation officers from Faßberg, taking part in MINUSMA in Mali, took over the Medevac mission from the Dutch. That means that using their NH-90 helicopters, the Germans fly out the injured or wounded and tend to them. And this covers all nations which are participating in the UN mission in Gao. With 4 helicopters in total, they also delivered plentiful supplies of sanitation materials and equipment to eastern Mali, with which the Medevac helicopters were equipped for the mission. A Medevac helicopter can accommodate 2 patients lying down and 1 seated. Here's the flight surgeon.
At each bed station we have a monitoring screen, a defibrillator, an emergency ventilator, a syringe pump, a suction pump, and we have also integrated a pouch system where we store the supplies needed to treat the patients. We also have a rucksack at each bed station, which you can take with you to treat the patient in the landing zone if necessary. The medical crew can also use this rucksack to work on the patient directly at the bed station.
For the doctors and paramedics working on patients on board, it's an enormous challenge.
The medical crews cannot stand up. Instead, they work on the patients on their knees on the hard ballistic panels. On board the helicopter, it's warm, it's dark, it's sometimes stuffy, it smells of kerosene, not forgetting the vibrations.
What with all the stress, concern for their patients, and the weight of their protective equipment, the medical crews must be psychologically and physically resilient. The paramedic instructor explains.
On missions, we are kitted out with a Class 4 protective vest. I have just such a vest here, which I would wear. The vest itself weighs a fair bit, approximately 20 kilograms. Panels are built into it, which should protect us. And of course, it's equipped just like the ones we use in Germany, including features like an emergency transmitter, which we might need if we are left on our own.
Preparation for Medevac missions in Mali involves practice flights like this one. The medical team undertakes 4 weeks of training at the airbase in Faßberg, which teaches the soldiers, amongst other things, how to behave and work on the aircraft, as well as how to disembark and bring a casualty on board. Now they're familiarizing themselves with flying in the desert in the area around Gao. In the process, all equipment is checked. They also train for brownout landings, which is only possible here in the area of operations in Gao. If there's an incident with casualties in the vicinity of Gao, the NH-90s take off to collect and treat the injured. In Gao, there are 2 possibilities: the German and Dutch Role 1 facility, or the French Role 2 facility, which is also equipped for surgical procedures.
The goal is to take the patient to the nearest suitable medical treatment facility. For us, in Gao, that's the French Role 2 facility in Barkhane, which is a sort of small field hospital where you can treat and stabilize patients as required.
If a patient needs to be flown out, a Medevac C-160 takes over, which is permanently on standby in the neighboring state of Niger. From Niamey, there's a strategic airlift to Germany, normally in a German Air Force Medevac Airbus. If the alarm is sounded during the day, the helicopter crews have 30 minutes in which to take to the air. At night, it's 60 minutes. A casualty should therefore receive emergency treatment within the hour and surgical treatment within 2 hours if necessary. To this end, the NH-90s of Light Transport Helicopter Regiment 10 remain on standby in Gao 7 days a week around the clock.